Are we in a bubble? Is it about to pop? OMG. So many people are worried. So many people are holding up on buying and selling because they're worried, or because they think that they're going to save money by waiting for some bubble to pop. A lot of my friends and clients keep asking about it, and I see online people posting on all these forums like, they're fully confident and have some special insight that we're in a bubble, and not referencing anyone in particular. And then of course questioning, well, who are these experts that people keep talking about, which I actually think is a great question. And I want to talk about both. Who are the experts, and is there a bubble coming? Why or why not? Hi, I'm Tanja Odzak, our East Bay home brokered by eXp Realty. And let's first revisit what happened in 2006 and why. It will help us understand the now better. So what caused the housing crash 15 years ago? Back in 2006, there was a ton of foreclosures, and they drove down home values dramatically. There were two main reasons for this. The first was that buyers weren't truly qualified for the mortgage that they obtained. The lending guidelines were totally loosey-goosey, and this led to a lot of homes turning into foreclosures. Second was that lots of homeowners cashed in on the equity on their homes. People figured home values would keep going up, and they kept cashing out their homes, pulling money out, kind of like, ATMs, so that when prices dropped, they were underwater. So the home was worth less than the mortgage that they had, right? So many of these homeowners walked away from their homes, leading to more foreclosures. This lowered neighboring home values even more, and this cycle continued for years. So why is today not like then? Well, right now we have a real actual demand for homes. Back then, running up to 2006, banks were creating artificial demand for houses by lowering lending standards and making it easy for just about anyone to qualify for a home loan or refinance their current home. Like literally anyone could get a loan. This is ridiculous because every time a bank loans money, they take on a risk. Back then, banks took on a lot more risk, both with the individual, right, the borrower, and the kind of loan that they offered. And this led to a massive amount of people defaulting on their loans, not paying, foreclosures, and falling prices because they never verified whether anyone can actually afford the house or the loan that they were buying. So in today's world, because of everything that's happened, a lot of people have really been evaluating the importance of owning a house and going for it. On top of that, the lending guidelines are so much stricter. People are much more careful, and equity is way up. If you've been watching my other videos, you'll know that. If you know anyone that has gotten pre-approved recently, they will tell you how exhausting it can be to provide all those documents, statements, everything for the underwriters to review your asset profile, do your credit score, etc., etc. Back then, they just asked. There was no verification of income. It was stated income. So here's a chart for lending standards sourced from the Federal Reserve. This is the volume of loans in billions with a credit score lower than 620. So who are the experts and what are they saying? Let me start with this chart. It's home price forecast for 2022. Who are the experts? Look at the bottom here. Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac, CoreLogic, HPES, which is Home Price Expectation Survey, the National Association of Realtors, Zelman, and the MBA, or the Mortgage Bankers Association. You can Google them all. Moreover, look at the green bar, the average of all 7 forecasts. That's a plus 9% home appreciation forecasted for 2022 in real estate. Sure, anything can happen. We have a lot going on in the world right now: inflation, instability, and what is the Fed doing to get inflation under control? But according to these experts, they are saying no bubble is forecasted. Here's a chart for foreclosures. Also, foreclosures are at an all-time low. In fact, super low. This is partly because of the moratorium on foreclosures in the last couple years, but also because it's gotten harder to qualify for a home loan. Feel free to reach out to me at no cost or risk for a hassle-free strategy session and ask me about my tiered home selling plans, where you get to pick which real estate services you want and the fee you pay, offering you simplified and transparent choices. Again, this is Tanja Odzak, our East Bay home brokered by eXp Realty, and I'm always here to help. Reach out anytime, even if you got just questions. Putting people before profit.